Our technologies cover a broad spectrum. The core is entertainment for people. The ability to access their entertainment, whether they want to watch TV or Netflix or play on their computer or do games, it needs to be accessible. Once we put a controller in the home to do that, we can add things, which is part of scalability. So we can add lighting control, we can integrate with security, we can help people when they're not in their home, check their homes when they're on holidays through cameras, and we can help them with their music, streaming their music and accessing music throughout the home. Fireplaces and other conveniences, other mechanical items in the home can also be controlled really easily. Simplicity is important to everybody, and that's really important to us, that it's a simple process for people and that the solutions are simple, easy to operate, non-threatening.
I use connected spaces for a couple of reasons. One of them was cost. Certainly I looked around and I priced out various solutions, and connected spaces was certainly competitive. Secondly, I used them because of the process. When I first started working with them, they were very good. They came to the house, they spent an awful lot of time with me walking through how the system worked, and I just felt that they had a very good, organized process that really allowed me to understand how the system worked. And not only did they then help me to design a solution by giving me the understanding of how it worked, I was then allowed to figure out for myself how I could use the solution.
We've been building homes on the North Shore for about 17 years now. I felt that connected spaces was different because I found the equipment easier to use and how it integrated with the other lighting, other features that came along, not just with the audio video.
The second factor for us, and a really important one, is affordability. So we look for solutions that are scalable. And what I mean by that is that you can put a system in and a controller in the home. You can start with minor or simple systems, and then you can add to them. You can scale those over time.
Connected Spaces was very personalized. They interviewed not only myself, but my kids, discussed my needs and my budget as well, which was very important to me. Throughout the whole process, I engaged with various people from Connected Spaces, and each person was very professional, and they're still here to support me anytime there's any needs that I might want in changing or modifying the system.
Well, we've worked with Chris on 4 homes now, last one being my own personal home, and each one of them's been a little bit different and a little bit customized, but all of them have been designed to grow in size as time progresses and needs change in the house, so we think that through and plan for that. And it's been a very good experience, and we've got another one we're getting ready to go on right now, and we'll get him in shortly.
Well, something we've learned over our 20-some years of being in the industry is the process of purchasing and deciding can be very complicated and intimidating. So we really work to make that easy for people. We've built a showroom that helps people understand how they can interface, what we mean when we talk about one-button automation, and how a simple thing like their theater might operate in their home, what the implications are for them. So we really work to make that easy.
The thing I like about working with Connected Spaces the most is, well, very professional attitude, and it starts from the very beginning to the very end. I find that the teamwork at Connected Spaces is excellent, actually. I think there's really good communication between them all, and they all have a variety of skills that seem to be interchangeable.
We make a strong commitment to our clients to be there over the long haul. We've got a dedicated service department, and we are absolutely committed to being part of their life and a resource to them over the long term.
We've been working with them for about 2 years through different projects on our home, and when we bought this about a year ago, we thought we'd do the same for a boat. So I would say my favorite gadget with the whole smart home system would be the ability to control everything on the iPad. So through the app, the ability to turn on and off the TV, the Blu-ray, the Apple TV, blinds up and down, the lighting, really not having to get up to really get off the couch for anything other than just controlling everything on the iPad.
I'm very happy with the automation and the ability to particularly control the scenes and Probably my favorite part of the system is the audio system, where I have the internet radio and so forth, which has really made a difference in sort of my using of the house and the pleasure I get from being here.
I'm very satisfied. Everything works exactly the way we hoped it would at first, and in fact even better so, because as the project evolved there was many considerations that came into play that improved the initial concept that I had. So ultimately it was delivered far better than I expected it to be, within budget, and as I said, very efficiently.
Well, I would absolutely recommend them to homeowners. I think that they're not going to get better service, and they're very much at the top of their game when it comes to this electronics game, which is very complicated, and they simplify it for the clients.